This next step, I will show you how to do the daily reconciliation or the daily verification of time entries. Starting on the home screen or the dashboard, we will click on time entry, or if you look towards the top and you have a tab that already lists time entry, we can click on that tab. Now we're going to go back to a previous date because I need to double check my work. So I'll click on the date range, the starting date, as well as an end date for date range to work. In this case, I'm going to hone in on one single day that I need to verify and double check. Now make sure to click on tracking user. I find this to be most helpful because this will sort everyone alphabetically by the foreman or the tracking user. Now I have 3 crews that I have to monitor. Arturo M is the first crew, and I see he's clocked himself in and his 2 crew members of Zenon and Miguel de Jesus. Now the 3 columns you want to double check are first the clock in time of roughly 6:30, so it checks out there. They clocked out. The key guy and the laborer were clocked out at the same time when they left the job site at 4:10, which is good. And my foreman, the driver, clocked out when he returned back to the farm at 4:32. So that is good there. And the last thing we check is the break time, which for Arturo is 0.45 hours. His crew each of 0.43 hours, which is very close to a half an hour. You're talking a difference of 3 or 4 minutes. So the break time is good there. Arturo's crew used the phone correctly, entered their time correctly. So my next crew of Jesse, I will double check. Same thing. Looking at the foreman Jesse and his 2 crew members. Check in the clock in time. That should all be the same. Clock out time for the labor and the key guy should be relatively close or the same. And the foreman a little later, accounting for their drive time back to the office. Their break time is all the same at a half an hour. So Jesse's crew is good. And my last crew I need to check, Jesus. I see he is clocked in, as well as his key guy and laborer. Their clock in time is all the same at 6:30. Their clock out time checks out good. The key guy and the laborer, their times are the same when they left the job site. And Jesus, his time is a little later to account for his drive back to the office. And their break time, all very close, within 200ths of a decimal point from a half hour. So Jesus looks pretty good. He checks out. But let's say, for example's sake, that Jesus really should have been clocked out at 3:35. That was when he got back to the farm. So to change that, we'll put our cursor over Jesus' name and right-click, select Edit. We go to the right side of the screen to our Edit window, and I need to change his time from 3:45 to 3:35 when he actually clocked out. So you can do that by using the arrows on your keyboard to scroll down there, or you can also type in the number. Either way works. Make sure it still says PM. If we click on the gray box, it will update. It will do the math for those changes. So I'm satisfied. It's good. We're correct now. We go up to Save and Close and click that. Wait And although